How strong is
Lady Alcina Dimitrescu?
Her past is pretty much unknown at this point. It is believed that she became a mutant at the age 44. Seems to stop aging her in mid-40s. She rules over this castle that the players have to explore in Resident Evil Village. There's a lot of memes about her being tall as heck. She was infected by someone else by this parasite, which gave her a host of extraordinary abilities and stuff. That's why she's superhuman. But at the cost of needing to consume human blood in the epicenter of a whole bunch of murders during the game's lore and stuff. She does superhuman stuff like picking up stuff she technically shouldn't, and she picking it up with ease, like this case, for example, just lifting something up that easily. Like she can literally slice your hand off like she does in this particular scene. This is actually a part of the narrative and lore, because this is what you got to notice. Can throw you that far too. Lady lifts the main character with one hand. Look how much taller she is than a normal human. Very tall and super strength, like how you just pick you up. Trust me, picking up somebody with one hand like this is not easy. So bullying the main character, slamming him through the floor, engraving the floor. At that, thick metal bars, you think you're safe? She's strong enough to still slice through those. This is technically when you die. She can literally knock your head off. Blades, of course. This is when you lose the mission. Obviously, this is never actually happened. This is just showing what could happen. Because how did he just survive getting thrown through this thick wall like this? Like, bruh, she got crazy throwing power. Like, she really is the size of a basketball goal. And she's strong in what she looks because she's superhuman in nature. In her medical file, they talk about some lore about her and about how she has rapid regeneration. They even state how the subject can heal external wounds within seconds and grow her nails into claws, which is why she can slice you up with these. They even talk about her abnormal disease due to hereditary blood disease. The subject must ingest human flesh and blood on a regular basis to maintain regenerative abilities. They even talk about if the subject's regeneration is not properly balanced, then she may mutate uncontrollably. And if you want to get a visual representation on how her height is, she's literally 9'6", which is why this is so horrifying when you look up to her. Another good perspective of her strength is how she can literally slam Ethan through the freaking floor. She can completely eat all types of bullets and weaponry, just bulletproof. Literally just shooting her up and she just eats it. You gotta freaking run away. No matter which gun you use, shooting her right in the butt. Doesn't really matter. She just looks at you like, what are you doing? Even if you pull out a grenade launcher, she just standing there like, really? Imagine someone that got a grenade launcher and you still can't phase them. It literally just knocks her to the right. Doesn't even blast her back that far. Close range. Doesn't even matter. I know that's probably just a game mechanic though. One of the few things that actually seem to cause her pain is this freaking super special dagger. Manhandling him yet again. And he stabs her and she's like, ah, this hurts. You're probably wondering why is this actually affecting her, even though rocket launchers and bullets didn't really do much. She threw him that hard through the window. This knife that she was stabbed with is called the Dagger of Death's Flower, somewhere in this castle. It's an antique from the Middle Ages that's coated in a concoction of poisons from across the continent. It is said to have been crafted. Yeah, it hurt her pretty badly. That's the reason why it was super crafted. That she has a base form. She even has a mutated form when she turns into this dragon-like being creature-ish-esque thing. She's actually way larger than she normally appears, and she's already large normally. When the player stabbed her with that super dagger or whatever, it actually was an L because it just mutated her to something even more dangerous for the most part. Even getting super freaking big. One could say the size of like a story or two, freaking terrifying. And she can fly in this new state. She's strong enough to smash through thick stone walls of her castle. Look how she reacts to the environment. Boom, cratering in a big chunk like that. All that she just broke through. She technically had offspring. You can kind of get an idea of how strong she is by her offspring. It was like some treatment. These three girls have stopped moving and an insect flew out of Elder's mouth. It appears to be a common fly. 2 days since treatment. All three bodies are covered in flies. It appears the flies are consuming their flesh. They pretty much tell their entire process. They talk about how the mass of insects have transformed into human bodies again. All three girls awoke looking at me like newborns, like mother and daughters. Gave them the names. Like this time they dragged Ethan. These curved blades are like their main form of attack though. Just check it out. Can you imagine like some flies coming together to drag you to her palace? And these not even the boss. Yeah, that fast. Respect the speed in which they can drag them. They're completely immune to gunfire unless they're exposed to extreme cold or whatever. It's literally going right through them. You don't even see no bullet holes. They're really annoying to fight. Like, they can literally attack you as a swarm of bugs. Like, how do you fight something like this? Some of them can even end up inside of you. Like, what? But when they expose to cold weather, they turn to stone and fall apart, though. That's the weird weakness they have. They got to give them some weaknesses for these players. I mean, the player won't be able to beat these people if they didn't give them the weaknesses, right? As powerful as she is, she technically isn't even the strongest. Her mother is actually supposedly the strongest, who is the overarching villain of the entire Resident Evil 8. I guess one could say the only reason that she even lost at the begin with because her constant reliance on human blood. When she was mutated, it's like she lost because she was dehydrated, one could say. It's almost like in her mutated form, she sacrificed her durability for more raw power output, increased her size, I guess. One can make an argument like that. How strong do you think Lady is? Let me know if you want to see more Resident Evil characters on the channel. Thank you folks that have donated to the channel. Appreciate it a lot. Helps out a lot.